Every year, millions of animals are sacrificed during Eid. But there's a secret behind this sacrifice that almost no Muslim knows about.
And in today's video, you're going to find out what it is. About 4,000 years ago, our Prophet Ibrahim, peace be upon him, had a dream.
In that dream, he was commanded to sacrifice his son Ismail for the sake of Allah. When Prophet Ibrahim, peace be upon him, woke up from the dream, he was faced with the biggest test of his life. The son he had prayed for his entire life. They had prayed for a child, and in their old age, Allah blessed them with this son. Now Allah was asking for the sacrifice of that very son. Prophet Ibrahim, peace be upon him, called his son Ismail to him and told him about this dream. Ismail, peace be upon him, said, "Father, do whatever Allah has commanded you to do." After that, Prophet Ibrahim, peace be upon him, set out with his son towards Mount Hira, near Mecca. As they were making their way up the mountain, Satan kept trying to mislead them. Every time Satan would, it is said that Prophet Ibrahim, peace be upon him, used to throw stones at Satan. That's why today, when Muslims go for Umrah, they throw stones at the devil. Prophet Ibrahim, peace be upon him, didn't listen to Satan. He reached the mountain and laid his son down there. Then he covered his eyes because he couldn't bear to see his son being sacrificed. After that, he took a knife and placed it on his son's neck. Just as he was about to cut, Allah made a miracle happen, and a ram from paradise appeared right in front of them. Prophet Ibrahim, peace be upon him, when he took the blindfold off his eyes, he saw that the ram was right there in front of him, and nothing had happened to Hazrat Ismail, peace be upon him. Allah accepted this sacrifice and made it a tradition for the Muslims to come. Hazrat Ibrahim's, peace be upon him, sacrifice was truly a great one. But Hazrat Ibrahim, peace be upon him, didn't know that from his descendants would come a person who would watch his entire family willingly sacrifice themselves for Allah right before his eyes. Hazrat Ibrahim, peace be upon him, had just blindfolded himself and his son wasn't even sacrificed. It happened. But he will see not just one but two of his sons bleeding right before his eyes. His brother's hands will be cut off in front of him. Yet he will accept Allah's will, and after sacrificing his family, he will sacrifice his own life in the path of Allah. Allah made the sacrifice of Prophet Ibrahim, peace be upon him, a tradition for Muslims. That's why every year millions of animals are sacrificed in the name of Allah. Every year millions of Muslims from different countries, cultures and languages come together as one. This is a tradition we follow, which brings unity among Muslims. After Hajj, it becomes the biggest religious event in the world, boosting a multi-billion-dollar economy. Farmers and herders earn their livelihood by selling animals. Butchers, shopkeepers and transporters run their businesses, and local markets and businesses also grow because of it. After the sacrifice, the meat is divided into three parts. One part goes to the poor, another to relatives, so even those who can't afford it get to eat meat, benefiting people all around the world. Meat is donated. It's distributed in war zones, refugee camps, and poor areas to help those people. Every year, meat from Qurbani is sent to more than 40 countries. That's why ul-Adha is the world's biggest food-driven relief effort. When Muslims personally hand out meat to the needy, it increases their joy, gratitude, and generosity. But are these the only reasons behind this sunnah? Or is there another reason too? Hazrat Ibrahim, peace be upon him, made his greatest. The favorite thing he sacrificed was his son for the sake of Allah. Because a person loves their children more than anything else, that's why Allah asked them to sacrifice their son. So sacrifice doesn't just mean sacrificing animals, it means giving up what you cherish most, your ego, for the sake of Allah. Like Baba Bulleh Shah said, turn the knife on your ego, not just on the animal. That is why Allah made this tradition for Muslims, to remind them every year of the sacrifice Prophet Ibrahim, peace be upon him, made. Give up your favorite things for the sake of Allah, things that come between a person and Allah like pride, jealousy, greed and wealth. Just like Prophet Ibrahim, peace be upon him, loved his son dearly. Many Muslims today love their money the same way. So when someone buys an animal with their wealth and sacrifices it for Allah's path, they're giving up something precious for his sake. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, loved following Ibrahim's example and would sacrifice animals on Eid. He even went so far as to sacrifice his own life. On the last Eid, 100 camels were sacrificed. Out of those, you personally sacrificed 63 camels yourself. For the rest, you ordered Imam Ali, peace be upon him, to perform the sacrifice. Even though sacrificing just one camel would have been enough, you, peace be upon you, generously gave your wealth in the way of Allah. Back then, one camel was worth as much as a luxury car today, because wealth at that time was measured in camels, goats, and horses. The more animals someone had, the richer they were, since these animals were used for transport, milk, and many other things. It was said that the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, explained that sacrifice isn't just about blood and meat, it's a symbol of a Muslim's loyalty to Allah and their piety. The Quran also mentions that your meat and blood don't actually reach Allah, but your piety does. In other words, the animal represents a person's ego. However, these days, many non-Muslims criticize the way Muslims perform the sacrifice, because non-Muslims usually kill the animal with a single blow, while Muslims do so by saying Allah's name over the animal. They cut half the throat so that the blood from the animal's body drains out. But this method causes the animal some pain, and non-Muslims often criticize this way of doing it. However, this method is the best because when the animal's throat is half cut, toxins and bacteria come out with the blood. That makes the meat completely clean and safe to eat. In contrast, non-Muslims usually kill the animal with one swift cut to the neck, which doesn't allow the blood to drain properly, posing health risks in the meat. This is how Muslims perform the slaughter. Time has been given for showing kindness to animals. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, instructed that sharp instruments should be used when slaughtering animals so that it happens quickly and causes the least suffering. In Islam, it's also avoided to place a knife in front of the animal or to slaughter another animal in its presence. Causing pain or hurting the animal is prohibited. In contrast, in Western countries, animals are often given electric shocks before being slaughtered, and large factories mechanically slaughter thousands of animals in just 1 hour, so the animal becomes unconscious. But sometimes, animals don't pass out. The main arteries, windpipe and esophagus are severed. This causes the blood pressure in the brain to drop instantly, making the animal lose consciousness within 3 to 5 seconds. Its brain stops working properly, so the pain receptors shut down, and the animal doesn't feel any pain. There was a study done at the University of Hanover using brainwave monitors. The animals were studied while being slaughtered in a halal way, and shockingly, there was no evidence of pain after their throats were cut. In other words, the animals died painlessly. This Eid is your chance to sacrifice your favorite things for the sake of Allah, anything that stands as a barrier between you and Him.